And it really don't pick up. Uh, testing, testing. All right, we good to go. All right, Shalom Israel. This is Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we are led by the amazing commanding General YAHANNA. Today is the I.S.U.P.K Galveston Brotherhood class. You understand? Where we go over what it means to be a brother, you understand, and loyal to our nation. You understand? And with that being said, there's something going on in a couple of days. You understand that we want to touch on today, and that's the 4th of July. I want my people to understand, if you celebrate the 4th of July, you absolutely hate blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? That is something that is not up for debate. If you celebrate the 4th of July, if you deck yourself in red, white, and blue clothing, you understand, to celebrate that and pop them firecrackers or do whatever that pertains to 4th of July, you absolutely hate your people. And today we are going to prove it. You understand? With that, give me the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. You know what I'm saying? Because I want y'all to understand that the Lord told us to separate from this place. You know what I'm saying? And choose one another and love how to learn one another, learn how to love one another. You understand? But we cannot do that if we are too busy assimilating ourselves to the society, to this society. You understand? And trying to be a part, trying to be a patriot. You understand? A patriot, trying to be a patriot has never gotten us anywhere in America. You understand? And today we are absolutely gonna bring it out. Why being loyal to our own nation means the world. You understand? You got that, brother? Go ahead.
Zephaniah 2, verse 1. Mm-hmm. Gather yourselves together.
Gather ourselves together. You understand? Who is this talking to? It's talking to Israel. You understand? To blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? Keep reading.
Ye gather together.
You know what I'm saying? It's time for us to gather together and love one another and be a nation. You understand? It is a commandment in the Bible. The Bible tells us to come together and love one another. You understand? Keep reading.
Oh, nation not desired.
Oh, nation not desired. I want to put this into perspective. It says nation not desired. I want y'all to put some on your mind real quick. When have we ever been desired in America? When have we ever been wanted or accepted in this society? You understand? Right now, we just have civil rights. We were able to go into Walmart. You know what I'm saying? We got exactly what we was fighting for. We got civil rights. So that way they'll be a little nicer. You understand? It's still going to be underlining racism that we're still going to have to face. It's still going to be a whole bunch of other things that we're going to have to face dealing with this oppressor. You understand? Matter of fact, let me make sure that we can hear this. Oh yeah, we good. You understand? It's still things that we still to this day have to face and pertaining to our person. And what's crazy is we still it still shocks us to this day that white people are racist. It still shocks us to this day after 500 years of captivity in this place, after generation after generation after generation of oppression. We still surprised that the oppressor is racist. You understand? Like it still amazes us that these people hate us. You understand? Give me Amos. Give me Amos 5:21. Cause like I said before, man, we are a nation not desired. You understand? But yet we desire to be a part of this society and celebrate their wicked ways, man. And you got that, brother? Real quick, you understand that we choose to try to be a part of this nation that does not desire, that rejects us. You understand? You got that? Read that.
Amos 5, verse 21. Mm-hmm. I despise your feast days.
Now he loves the feast days.
I despise your feast days.
Now he said, I accept them.
I despise your feast days.
Keep reading.
and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
You understand that the Lord absolutely hates the 4th of July. You understand? He hates the smell of that barbecue. You understand? He hates the smell of them pork ribs. You understand? And he would not be with it. You understand? What happened last year on the 4th of July? It was hundreds of people all across America that got unalive during 4th of July because of stray bullets being fired in the air. You know what I'm saying? Black, Hispanic, and Native American, every time we celebrate one of these wicked holidays, we put ourselves in danger. You know what I'm saying? Not only with the Most High God, you understand, by with these people out here that celebrating it. You know what I mean? They over here firing these guns out in the open. Bullets gotta come back down. You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, people don't know proper gun safety. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, over here blowing their fingers off of firecrackers. You understand? Like the Lord hates this, and he hates the 4th of July, and he's not with it. Read that one more time, brother.
Amos 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
The Lord hates and despises. He doubled down on that, man. You understand? He doubled down on saying, I hate and I despise. You understand? These solemn assemblies. You understand? What does the word solemn mean? What does the word solemn assembly? You get the Google definition on that real quick. You understand? This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. You understand? Let's get the understanding on what these words that we are reading means. Once again, this is the book. If you're following along with us, this is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. Let's see if we got anybody in the chat. You got that, brother?
They say formal and dignified. And then, well, okay, let me get something else. This one say not cheerful or smiling, serious. One says characterized by deep sincerity.
Deep sincerity. Deep sincerity. I am a patriot. You understand? I absolutely love this country. But when has this country ever loved you? When has this country ever loved Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans? What about the time we got free, or the time of the Trail of Tears, where over 500 treaties got broken? What about when they what about at the border when they had our Hispanic brothers wrapped up in 4 blankets? When have these people ever loved us? You understand? When have they ever desired for us to be a part of this society? When? Name one time throughout history. I mean, goddamn, like we had to get sprayed with and spray with water hoses and get dogs sick on our ancestors just to have civil rights. What does the word civil mean? Can you get that definition? Like we got to start making this make sense. It's time for us to gather ourselves together, like the Bible tells us to do. You understand? I don't understand this. The Most High God knows better than any of us. The Most High God knows better than we do. He knows what's best for us. So guess what? In the I.S.U.P.K, we're going to obey our Father, man. You got that, brother?
It says civil. The Google definition says relate to ordinary citizens and their concerns as distinct from military or ecclesiastical matters.
Well, basically, we just wanted to be treated nice. We just want to be able to, I guess, go to Walmart or something, or go home without being gunned down. You understand? You got something, brother?
Yeah, and the next one says courteous and polite.
Courteous and polite. That's all we want. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy because they could go inside of our neighborhood. They used to be able to go inside of our neighborhood and eat and whatever because they know we seasoned our food. But what did that brother say whenever the first brother to ever sit down in a white-owned establishment? That brother said that this, and I quote, "This is the worst. That was the worst meal I have ever had." Is that what we fought for? Is that what we sat up here and got a gun down in the streets for? Is that what we got dogs sick on us for with some unseasoned chicken? Some bland black eyed peas, you know what I'm saying? Some some well done okra. You feel me? Like it's time for us to love, like support and love one another, man. And the only way we're gonna do that is by coming into the I.S.U.P.K, man, and learning how to be a brother the correct way. Learn how to love our people the correct way. You understand? Go ahead, read that. You still got that scripture?
Yes, sir.
Read that one more time, brother.
Amos 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
Understand the Lord hates and he despises these feast days of America. He hates Christmas. He hates New Year's. He hates Easter.
That's right.
He hates give me some more, man.
New
Year's, goddamn.
4th of July.
4th of July. Good night, brother.
Come on.
The Lord absolutely hates
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth is all right. You know what I mean?
That's a slap in the face a little bit.
Nah, it's something. It's not unlawful though. You feel me? You know what I mean? It's just saying, recognizing. I guess the day we got free back in 1865. But even that was a ploy because I'm gonna bring something out tonight that's gonna blow that crap out of the water. You know what I mean? It's nothing, absolutely no wrong with celebrating Juneteenth. What you got?
Let's add the worst holiday he hates.
What's that?
Birthdays.
Birthdays, brother. The Lord absolutely hates birthdays. You understand? Like the Lord hates these days of America.
That's right.
The Lord hates these days of our oppressor. You understand? And it's time for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to realize this. This is not our home. This is not our place of rest. And we must come out of here. We must come out of here. We must gather ourselves together and be a nation once more. You understand? You got keep reading, brother.
Amos 5, verse 21. And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
The Lord will not be smelling them pork ribs. He would not be smelling what else they cook, hamburgers. He would not be smelling your glizzies, whatever they cook on the 4th, man. You understand? The Lord would not be smell. He hates the smell of that. You understand? And he absolutely hates the oppressor. I pray you understand. Keep reading.
Verse 22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings.
Like you can sit up here and fire up that pit all you want. You know what I'm saying? You could go ahead and put the little sins on them hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is not with it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can pray over the food. Guess what? The Lord ain't with it. I pray you understand, man. You know why? Because I want to ask y'all a question before I bring something out. Where were we during the 4th of July originally? Where were we doing the signing of the Declaration of Independence? I'm gonna answer this question in a minute. Keep reading.
I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
The Lord not, you know what I'm saying? Like the fat beast. Keep on reading.
Verse 23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy song.
What's a 4th of July song? Say can. Yeah, the Lord ain't with that. The Lord ain't with that. You understand? Go ahead.
And you know, like they tried to make the Ray Charles song. You remember the satellite America, sweet America, God
night, brother. Like the Lord is not with these songs. He not with the food. He not with the apparel. He's not with the day. He's not with the oppressor. You understand? But yet, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we want to assimilate ourselves to be a part of this nation that rejects us, that does not desire us. You understand? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Like everybody should know, a well-seasoned brother should know what this scripture pertains to in general. I want my people to get an understanding on where we were during that time. You know what I'm saying? You got that, brother?
Come on. Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Egypt means captivity. You know what I'm saying? The real word for Egypt, the name of the state or the country, whatever, is Mizraim. You know what I'm saying? But Egypt itself means captivity. You understand? Because we were captives in Egypt. Like this is, and understand that America is Egypt all over again. Let me break it down real quick. What's on the back of the dollar bill?
The eagle.
The eagle.
The pyramid.
The pyramids.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but most of the politicians are Masonic, which are Egyptologists. You know what I'm saying? They believe in that doctrine heavily. You feel me? They serve those Egyptian gods heavily in America. You understand? And not only that, but what is that? The Washington Monument. You know what that is? It's a rod. It's a rod. You know what I mean? But rod, it's a what's the appropriate word for it? It is a man part. The Egyptians worshipped rod. That's the PG word. It was a very homosexual or alternative lifestyle kind of place. You know what I'm saying? And America is just like Egypt in every way conceivable, except the societal structure. Because in terms of everything else, America is absolutely weak. It just looks up to the predecessors. You know what I'm saying? Who rule? You know what I mean? Like literally, brother, we are literally living in a stone age in every way conceivable. Like in terms of technology, in terms of every way else. You know what I'm saying? Literally, this is a stone age. America is at the bottom of the barrel of other civilizations. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, you got that, brother? Keep reading.
By the way, whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
What shall we see no more again? We should not see our home no more. You understand? Keep reading.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
We shall be sold unto our enemies. You understand? The Africans rounded us up, and guess what? Sold us to the white men, and guess what? They sold or traded us. You know what I'm saying? It was an Atlantic slave trade. You know what I'm saying? And slaves were a commodity. We were a commodity. You understand? Just like you know, white men and white people, they Salaki. All oppressors, they sold us, you know what I'm saying? And bartered with us. Skilled slave workers, you know what I mean? Go ahead, brother.
You should be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
You understand? I'm gonna tell you something. When has our oppressor not been an enemy to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? I want y'all to think, when have these people ever been a peaceable people to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? You can't name a time in history. All throughout history, they have been absolute tyrants to black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You got something?
Only time they care about what we do is for a good hour, 2 hours, doing their circus and what the world may call sports.
I'm gonna take it a step further, brother. They only care about it when we entertaining them.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? When we being they goddamn court justice. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't making them laugh or making them looking off, if it ain't us dunking the ball or scoring a touchdown, running one side of the field to the other, you feel me? If it ain't us doing stand-up comedy, acting in their movies, being court justice, then what do we matter to them? What would this society be without blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? What would boxing be without Isupk, without Judah, without Banyamian, without Levi, without Asher? You know what I'm saying? What would fighting sports be? What would football be without us?
They food with no season, bland
and plain. Don't nobody want to. Don't nobody want to see y'all mess up fast breaks. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to see y'all tripping all over the football field, man. You feel me? We always give this society seasoning, and not only that, we invented every damn thing here, every damn thing on the earth. We invented it. We always give this place flavor. You understand? So I want my people to understand and wake up and start seeing the greatness within blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. It's time for us to wake up and realize the value in our people, the value in coming together and being a nation, man. You understand? You got anything else, brother? What's on that scripture?
And no man shall buy you.
And no man shall buy you. No man shall save you. You understand? Ain't nobody coming to save us. We over here wondering why Africans never came back. Because they're not our people. They are not our people. Matter of fact, let me make it make sense. I have right here a Zondervan Bible Dictionary. You understand? Let me thumb through it real quick and go to the H's. And right here, it has the a man by the name of Ham. 1 second, I just had it. Might be the next page. Yes, the next page. You understand? And right here, it reads in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. You understand? Go ahead and get you one of these, man. It says Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races. But guess what? Not the Negroes. Ooh, who are the Negroes? Us. Us in America today. The descendants of slaves. You understand? Let me keep on reading. But the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. You understand? So black and African are 2 different nationalities, 2 different people. You understand? We ran into I don't have the book on hand, but in Babylon the Timbuktu page 88, it says that we ran into Africa to flee from Roman persecution. You understand? To blend in with people who look like us but are not us. You understand? But the Africans knew that we were not the same people. You understand? That's why they did what they did. They rounded all of us up and sold us to the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Trading us for novelty things like umbrellas and beer and all kinds of other nonsense. What you got, brother?
So somebody, I had said that to somebody, and when I talked to my rib, she said, so how do they tell the difference? Because our people didn't do nothing on the Sabbath. Our people wasn't eating the swine. There's a difference. If these people,
go ahead.
If these people here were working on the Sabbath, eating the swine, why are these people that look like us not doing that? They must be outside.
I'm gonna tell you something, brother. I'm gonna tell you something. They didn't see us over here sticking our heads on the cow ass and letting the cow use the restroom. That's what Hamites do. I'm not lying, brother. You could go on YouTube and look it up.
Dotted hill,
you know what I'm saying? They dotted hill with cow manure or something like that. You feel me? They it's some worship of cows. They didn't see us over there acting like them. They seen us taking baths.
Come on,
brother. Have you ever smelled a Hamite?
Yeah.
Have you ever been in close proximity to a Hamite? I don't know what it is, brother. Matter of fact, far proximity, because you can smell them coming. You feel me? Like you understand, man? Like, we gotta understand, we are not the same as anybody upon the face of the earth, man. If you're a Black, Hispanic, and Native American, we are all one nation. You understand? Understand this, Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man. All skin folk and your kinfolk. But the Lord does not work off of colorism. If you fall up under these 12 tribes, if you fall up under these curses, you understand? You are of our people. You understand? Salaki. You got anything else on that scripture?
That's it. Into that chapter.
All right. Well, what does it read the next chapter? What does it say?
Deuteronomy 29, verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which Yahweh commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel in the land of Moab.
All right, now we ain't gonna get into all that. You understand? I'm just gonna bring it back. You understand? I want my people to understand that during this time, we will be brought into Egypt again. You understand? With ships. How was the transatlantic slave trade? Ships. What other people have been transported from one side of the earth to another for captivity with ships? You know what I'm saying? Make that make sense. Nobody has ever. You understand? Them Amalekites, I'm gonna say their biblical name. Them Amalekites are them Khazarians. They ain't never went through nothing like that. They have not went through any kind of captivity aside from what the Holocaust. What about the transatlantic slave trade where millions upon millions upon millions of Negroes were unalived? What about the Trelatiers or the native massacres where millions upon millions upon millions of so-called Native Americans were unalived? Tribe of Gad. Now you barely ever see a Gadite. The way they unalived our brothers and got them at a lower state right now on the reservations, man. You understand? These people have utterly destroyed our people. So that brings into thought, where were we during the signing of the Declaration of Independence in 1770, Salaki, 76, I believe. I got it, 1776. See, I'm right on the money. You understand? Read this real quick. Let me get it for you. All right, so read the spike. It's the second paragraph.
Con out of one con. Despite the abomination.
So what where is this from? What sources is this?
So we're reading about the transatlantic slave trade.
Transatlantic slave trade. Go ahead, brother.
Despite the abomination, I say that word?
Abolishment.
Despite the abolishment of slave trade by Britain and other countries from 1807.
So real quick, the Atlantic slave trade was so called abolished in 1808. You know what I'm saying? But 1776, we was getting packaged up and sent across the sea. You know what I'm saying? We was over here getting uprooted from our homes and our loved ones and sent overseas for slavery. You know what I'm saying? For bondage. So if this ended in 1808 and the Declaration of Independence was signed in 1776, what the hell are we celebrating? What are we celebrating? Go ahead, keep on reading, brother. You read that, didn't you? I know you did.
Come on,
keep reading, brother.
Illegal trade to continue for a further 60 years.
Hold on, no.
Illegal.
Illegal trading has what?
Continued for a further 60 years.
For another 60 years, illegal trading. Like, good night, brother. I want you to understand that we should not be celebrating anything of this place. We should not be celebrating anything. What the hell do we have to celebrate? Being a slave? Being standing up on the auction block? We got a strong brother right here. You know, he's a good field worker. Like what exactly is we celebrating, man? This is hell, bro. Do you know the things that we faced during our captivity? You understand? Do we fully understand the things that they have done to us in this place? They've done so much that it's in our DNA. This stress is in our DNA, bro. You know what I'm saying? We've been oppressed so much, man, that it is wired in us. Like this is hell, bro. Do you not know the torture that the black woman has faced in this place? Getting SA'd by massa. Not only that, the men too. They call it buck breaking. You know what I'm saying? And having the babies fed to alligator bait, uses alligator bait, using our ancestors' skin as furniture, as shoes, as clothing. And this is just put the cherry on top. This ain't even the tip of the iceberg. Brother and sisters, they ate us. I say this quite often. It's because it's something that absolutely breaks my heart. They ate us like we were cattle. They had farms farming us. You know what I'm saying? And they will harvest us, and we will be their Thanksgiving. We will be eating at the 4th of July. You know why? Because the people that rule over us are absolutely tyrants. In the worst way, in the most disrespectful way I can put it. The oppressor is an absolute tyrant. Brother, keep reading that.
About a quarter of all Africans who were enslaved between 1500 and 1870 were transported across the Atlantic.
So understand, we are not Africans. Those were Jews sent across the sea. Those were God's people. Those were God's Jews. You understand me? The greatest people upon the face of the earth, to whom Christ is from. You understand? Go ahead.
Were transported across the Atlantic in the years after 1807. Much of this illegal trade was to the sugar plantation of Cuba and Brazil.
Brother, Cuba, Brazil, America. Brother, what year did it say this was?
In the years after 1807.
In the years after 1807. The Declaration was, I'm gonna make you think for a minute. The Declaration was signed in 1776. Slavery was a so-called, the slave trade was abolished in 1808. Now it was still illegally going on for 60 years illegally. You know, they knew what they was doing. 60 years, can't get away with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Is it any more on it? I think it was.
In that paragraph, no, but it's the next paragraph.
Go ahead.
From 1815 to 1865, the British Royal Navy undertook anti-slavery patrols of the West African coast, seizing hundreds of vessels. Britain was forced to pay compensation for seized ships.
Compensation. I got it. It's all good. Let me see, brother. Like, you gotta understand, man. Like, what exactly are we celebrating in America? You understand? Do you know what Juneteenth? You know what Juneteenth is about? It's about because after slavery was ended, they did not want to let us go in Texas. They held them brothers and sisters captive. I forgot the article, man. But they kept us captive in Galveston. And after we found out, years after slavery was abolished, we were free. That's the root of Juneteenth. Go ahead, what you got?
And you know what's crazy? And that was in 1800, right? As a known fact, in 2020, it's either 2020 around that.
I got it. You about the kids?
Nah.
Oh, go ahead. What you got?
When they walked that man almost down the whole seawall, handcuffed behind his back, blindfolded, walking with a horse. That was a black man that did that too.
Remember.
In Galveston.
I remember. You know,
that is wicked.
They not only that, but did you see after the I.S.U.P.K did the mission to Acuna? You know what I'm saying, and gave a lot of food, a ton of food to black to Hispanics and to Isupk and Levi. You know what I'm saying, to so-called Mexicans and so-called Haitians. You understand? The I.S.U.P.K gave relief. You understand? Do you know what? Do you know the picture? Have you ever seen the picture with the oppressor on the horse? It looked like he's whipping the brother. I gotta show it. I gotta show it now. Bear with me. Or would you look at this? That didn't happen that long ago. You see that, brother?
Come on,
You see that?
That's wicked.
That was only maybe a year or two ago, maybe 2 years ago.
2020s.
Like, come on, brother. You know what I'm saying? It had to be in 2022, I believe. 2022. That was only 2 years ago, bro. You understand? And still till this day, they show us that they hate us. I'm gonna even take it a step further. I'm gonna take it 3 steps further. I'm gonna bring out this next precept that I want to bring the main event for tonight. You understand? It's been circulating all throughout the media. Give me the book of go back to Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 48.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to understand like exactly what the hell are we independent from? You know what I'm saying? Are we in our own land? Are we are we are we are we are we in our own land? Has Christ returned yet? You know what I mean? The only time we celebrate our Independence Day is the Passover. That is our Independence Day.
That's right.
You understand? When the Most High God led us out of Egypt with a mighty hand. You understand? That is our independence. But the 4th of July, what exactly? What independence are we celebrating when we were slaves? You know what I'm saying? When we were in chains, when they were still whipping our backs. You understand? We have to come for these people and everything because we don't have nothing. You think I'm lying? Go ahead, read that, brother.
Come on. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore, shalt thou serve thine enemy.
Now, real quick. Who is this talking about?
Oppressor.
About serving?
Oh. Yeah, we should serve our oppressor. Right?
It's talking about we blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We serve our oppressor and still are. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed. Keep reading.
Which Yahweh shall send against thee, and hunger and thirst.
And thirst and hunger. We have to go to their establishments to eat. You know why? Because we don't own no farms. We don't own that many farms. You know what I'm saying? And to take it a step further, whenever a black man does own a farmland, they absolutely terrorize them and sabotage the farm equipment, kill the cattle, unalive the cattle, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't allow us to, still to this day, because they understand who we are for one, and they understand that if we get a little bit of power, once we start coming together, we will cripple this place. You understand? Keep on reading, brother.
In hunger and in thirst and in nakedness.
In all things, you understand? And hunger and thirst. You know what I'm saying? We don't own the water supply. We don't have access to it. You know what I'm saying? Name one black-owned reservoir. Okay. You ain't even thought about it. Name one black-owned farm. They're out there, but it's few in comparison to the oppressor who monopolizes everything. You understand? Keep on reading.
And in want of all things.
In want of all things, in need of all things, because we don't have the power for ourselves. We have to go and rely on our oppressors for everything. You understand? And this is why hashtag support black owned business is a hashtag when it should not be. You know what I'm saying? Because we do not have the power in America. You know why? Because the Lord is against us, because we sinned against him. And right now the Lord is showing us what it is to live without him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's showing us what it is to be like them. You know what I'm saying? To the point he put them over us, over the kings and the princes and princesses. You understand? Read that from the top.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
So understand this, man. I'm gonna take it a step further. You know what I'm saying? When we was on the fields, they had to feed us, they had to clothe us, they had to give us drink. And guess what? They ruled over us. We served them. We picked their cotton. We cut their sugar cane. You know what I'm saying? We tended to their oxen. We made them lunch, breakfast, and dinner. You know what I'm saying? We made their beds. You feel me? Keep on reading.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Now I want y'all to, what is it? Yoke of iron.
Shackles on your neck.
Of iron. Now, let me show you something, man.
One.
This right here is a yoke of iron. You know what I'm saying? This how you know this Bible is absolutely talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? That is a yoke of iron. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't turn your head this way or that way. You know what I'm saying? You had to stay in line. You know what I'm saying? To bring you along. You understand? Go ahead, keep reading.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Now understand, now that yoke of iron isn't physical no more. It's mental. They have a mental yoke of iron around our neck. You understand? Nowadays in 2024. You understand that yoke of iron until they what?
Until he have destroyed thee.
What condition are our people in right now? Are we at the top? Are we in a good condition? Are we in good standing? Hell nah. We better have a leg to walk on, man. We don't have anything. The only thing we got is ghettos, barrios, and reservations. You know what I'm saying? And a paycheck from the oppressor if you're rich. Like, look who on that dollar bill. Look who on that $100 bill, man. Look who on that 20. Is it you? Is it your people? Not at all. Go ahead. What you got?
Piggyback on that. It's been a Harriet Tubman book for 20 years ago. They keep throwing it, but it never happened.
Brother, it's not going to happen.
Never going to happen.
It's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? That's going to upset the oppressor. I mean, who cares? It's their money. This ain't our money. This ain't our place of rest. This ain't our country. So what the hell do we care? We don't. You know what I'm saying? Read that from the top. I want to ingrain this. I want to give y'all, I had to give y'all an image in y'all's mind to make y'all understand who this Bible is talking about. Can you read that one more time?
Come on. Deuteronomy 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
Mm-hmm.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Now, a yoke of iron around our neck until he hath destroyed thee, man. That, like I said before, that yoke of iron is now mental. You know what I'm saying? They oppress us with actions. They oppress us with entertainment. They oppress us with the music we listen to. They oppress us with not being able to get a job. They oppress us with drugs. You know what I'm saying? They oppress us in so many subtle ways. You know what I'm saying? Ways that we wouldn't even think of. You understand? Now that yoke of iron is mental. I pray you understand, man. Anything else on that?
That verse 48. You want to read 49?
Go ahead. Let's see what he got.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 49. Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
Now, real quick. What is the oppressor's mascot? What bird do they love to death, to unalive, or whatever they want me to sound you to? Go ahead.
Bald eagle.
They love that bald eagle. That is their logo. That is a mascot. They are patriots. You know what I'm saying? They got it everywhere. They got it on the flags, on the dollar bill. You know what I'm saying? They probably got a statue of it somewhere, man. I don't know. Go ahead.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
We were speaking our native tongue. You understand? We were speaking Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? The natives were speaking Hebrew when they came over here. You know what I'm saying? This is a scripture for northern and southern kingdom. You feel me? Because we both went through this specific thing. You know what I'm saying? With so-called Latinos, you know what I'm saying? They had Spanish. With Gad and Judah, you know what I'm saying? We had English and whatever Dookie tongue Hamite speech, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Keep on reading.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shew favor to the young.
Go ahead, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would not show favor to the old nor the young. Because guess what? If you were in your 80s, it was still sun up to sundown. If you were 5, they had you picking that cotton till sun up to sundown. If you were young or old, guess what they did? Absolutely tortured us day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? A nation from far, a tongue that we did not understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, who else can this Bible be talking about? Who else got dominated like that? You understand? Who else faced something like that? Having another people come from far away, speaking a tongue that we didn't understand, and doing what? Read that from the top. Putting a yoke around our necks.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
Slavery.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Verse 49. Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flies.
As swift as that eagle. They love that damn eagle, man.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shew favor to the young.
No shew favor to the young. You want to know how this Bible is for us? Guess what? What if I told you slavery did not end? What if I told you in 2024 slavery still exists in America? I prove it. Bear with me. Okay, want another comb. You gotta understand, man. Like we know exactly what the hell we talking about in here, man. Can you see if so what's going on whatchamacallit, see if the sound's gonna play on YouTube.
YouTube or Facebook?
YouTube. It don't really don't matter. I just think YouTube is quicker.
In today's world, a white couple who enslaved black adopted kids charged. 63-year-old Donald Ray Lance and 62-year-old Jean K.
All right. So real quick, Israel, pay attention. That slavery till this day in 2024 still exists.
World. A white couple who enslaved black adopted kids charged.
Good night.
63-year-old Donald Ray Lance and 62-year-old Jean K. Whitefeather, a white couple from Sissonville, West Virginia, are back behind bars after a judge revoked their initial bond and raised it to $500,000 apiece. More than double the amount they faced last year when police arrested them on charges of locking their adopted black children in a barn and forcing them to work as slaves. Couple was ordered to reappear in court on June 11th, more than 8 months after each posted a $200,000 bond following their arrests in October. We're right on the heels of Juneteenth. I don't know why they were out to reappear in the first place. You're going back to slave days. Some people maybe need to know why they were out to reappear in the first place. You're going back to slave days. Some Juneteenth, I don't know why they were out to reappear in the first place. You're going back to slave days. Some people maybe need to be locked up pending adjudication here. And I don't like to lock people up, but some people, they do. Apparently, those are the allegations. Police were conducting a wellness check at the Cheyenne Lane home October 2nd, 2023, when they were shocked to discover 2 of the couple's 5 adopted children living in deplorable conditions. Children had been padlocked inside a ramshackle storage shed on the back of the property, which had no working light or water. Do you understand why I don't think they deserve bond? The police showed up, and this is what they say they discovered. These children were identified only as a 14-year-old boy and a 16-year-old girl. Third child, identified as a 9-year-old girl, was confined to a loft inside the main house, away from the presence of the adults, isolated from her other siblings, police said, according to reports. Lana Blackstar filling in more. At the initial court hearing in October, Lance and Whitefeather pleaded not guilty, and Kanawha County Circuit Judge Mary Claire Akers set bond at $200,000 in each. Too low. That's too low. Couple made bail in February, were released to await trial. They remained free for several months, but in May, a grand jury indicted the couple on more than a dozen new charges.
I mean, like, come on, bro. I mean, even after all that, brother, even after mishandling, misusing, and abusing those precious black children, they still showed mercy in this place. You know who that mercy would have been showed to if it was the oppressor children? Oh, brother, it would have been hell to pay. They would have been, brother, they would have been unalive by now if it was little oppressor children. You know what I'm saying? But let it be a little black child. We're gonna give y'all bail. How much bail do you have to pay? What percentage of that bond do you have to pay to get bonded out? Go ahead.
So it's usually 10%, but if you put on a payment plan, you got a recurring money, they'll let you pay like at least 5% of that and pay the rest on payment plan.
Good night, dog. Like I'm pretty sure they didn't pay that whole $250K. You know what I'm saying? They definitely did that little 5% thing you was just talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? And to put some a cherry on top, bro. This is in West Virginia. West Virginia is considered the South. I don't consider the South, but it is one of the most racist states in America. Absolutely racist. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Shouldn't they got us on the Southern Poverty Law, whatever, the Southern Poverty Law District, whatever the thing it is. Shouldn't America be on that? Should America itself be on the Southern Poverty Law District list? Isn't America white supremacist? Is it not? So why are we in the I.S.U.P.K, a non-violent group, ain't never harmed nobody, a part of that list? For one. For two, you understand? And why did they show these people, these oppressors, mercy? Because they don't care for us. What did the scripture say? Nobody will save. Nobody will. No man shall buy us. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, we got bought during slavery. You know what I'm saying? But that means saved. Nobody gonna save us, but Yahweh Shah Mashiach. You understand? What you got, brother? You got something?
It's like, cause I've been raised around old people my whole life, and I didn't see people say this about old racist, oppressive people. They was born in that time. When they get in that old age, they just go back to their mind. They don't know what it is. So it's okay. You're making it okay for this person to still say, I hate black people. I hate Native Americans. I hate Hispanics. And we are saying, oh, that's how they was. It's not their fault. That's crazy.
It's crazy that we accept this poor. We accept this poor treatment, and in return treat each other poorly. You know what I'm saying? I have never seen the blood slide on the KKK member. I have never seen a Crip slide on somebody who's Aryan Nation. But I have seen them slide on other black men. I have seen them spin the block on children. You know what I'm saying? When are we gonna come together and realize that we are not? This is not our home, man. When are we gonna realize that we should have compassion of the situation that we are in right now and love one another and have patience, forgiveness, and understanding with each other? You know what I'm saying? Let me keep on playing the video. I believe it's more.
Most serious being human trafficking of a minor child, which prompted the judge to revoke the lower bond, ordering the couple held in lieu of $1 million. Along with human trafficking and neglect with serious risk of bodily injuries or death, I don't find the bond to be sufficient, Akers told defense attorneys during the second bond hearing.
I mean, brother, the thing is, if these Edomites was guilty, then why give them a bond? What you got?
I'm piggybacking on what you said. They caught them in the act of the crime. There's no need for a trial because, from my understanding, this is a trial to prove you innocent or guilty. How do you have to prove if they innocent or guilty if you've seen those kids in that house?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. This is how you know the oppressor is not supposed to be a judge over anybody. You know what I'm saying? They are guilty on all charges. You understand? And guess what, man? When Christ return, good night, brother. Good night. You know what I'm saying? He has to do what was going to happen to this place for the bloodshed and the unaliving of his people. You understand? You know Christ sees this, right?
Come on.
Like, come on, brother. Let's keep on watching.
Upgraded charges included were black. Police reported that a small RV toilet seat was placed in a barn for the children to use. At the second bond hearing, Whitefeather described the barn as a teenage clubhouse and claimed the children weren't locked in. However, neighbors disputed this, stating the children were forced to do farm labor and weren't allowed inside the residence, according to the indictment.
Brother, what did I just say? What did I just say? They were forced to do farm labor. It was not allowed in the master's house.
Come on.
Brother, slavery has not. I'm gonna say this clearly in the mic. Slavery has not ended in 2024. It has not. You understand? It's still going.
Who turned them in? Thank you. When rescued, 16-year-old girl told deputies they had been locked in the barn for about 12 hours, having last eaten at sunrise. According to Deputy H.K. Burdett, the children couldn't exit. requiring deputies to force entry inside the. Wow.
I mean, the sister is at a loss of words, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the sister is absolutely at a loss of words for this disgusting act that our oppressor has done. You understand? And guess what? I'm gonna write it off as this is the spirit of all of them. You understand? I don't care who it is. This is the spirit of all of them. You understand? And this is why we must separate. This is why we must separate. You understand?
Inside, they encountered a disturbing smell and intense heat due to poor ventilation. According to court papers, both children appeared feral, dirty,
Jesus.
reeking of body odor.
Brother, give me the definition of feral. Baba Kushab. What does feral mean?
Feral.
Feral. Feral. What does the word feral mean?
Con out of one con.
Go ahead, read that loud, brother.
Resembling a wild animal.
Resembling a wild animal.
Let me say the first one.
Go ahead.
It's especially of an animal in a wild state, especially after